ugly one, Chief. Broken bones, cigarette burns. She's a bit of a mess.
Who found her?
10-year-old boy. Playing soccer over here with his dad. How's he doing?
We had two just like this a year ago. Same victimology. Nude female, mid-20s, mutilated, dumped in a remote area.
Serial killer.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, I want this animal off our streets, but if you go public with the word serial killer, the city has a panic on its hands. The press will be all over you. Your every move will be front page.
Sounds like a scene from Jaws.
Yeah, Mary Hamilton, the mayor of Amity.
All right, what are you talking about?
They say the word shark, everybody panics.
Ruins the 4th of July completely.
Look, you've got to put the word out. If there's a serial killer loose, people need to be informed to protect themselves.
Damn right.
So be it. I'll brief the mayor on this. Have you made your decision on the new commander for the Southwest District?
No.
It's a high-crime district. Who you put in charge is very important.
Well, no kidding. Now, I was going to flip a coin. Tell you what, Deputy Mayor, as soon as I decide, you're going to be third to know.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'll send this files right over.
Hello? How are you? Good to see you. Who are these people?
In order of their appointment, Marcella Garcia, Deputy Corporation Counsel for the city. Judith Holmes.
Who's the guy?
Oh, that's Edgar Mencken. Girl surveyors. You've got a troop visiting this afternoon.
I hate Mondays.
It's Wednesday.
Thank you. What is that?
Just for today. Parker found him on a drug bust. I'm waiting to see if my landlord will let me keep him.
No, you keep it out of the office.
Well, you know, studies show dogs can actually extend your life. They provide unconditional love. They'll fetch your
They
slippers.
pee on your carpet.
Look at the paws on that thing. I mean, that's a beast in waiting.
Who are you, Crocodile Dundee?
Just keep them out of my office.
Chief Mannion, about the appointment of the new commander.
You have a recommendation?
Well, I'd go with Captain Broussard. He's qualified, spent a lot of years on the street. He's a lot like you, not the most polished officer, but the men respect him.
Joe, you surprise me.
Oh, Chief Mannion, sometimes I surprise myself.
Preliminary evidence points to sexual assault, in addition to the obvious mutilation. Multiple bite wounds, cigarette burns, stress fractures to each of her forearms, all administered while the victim was still alive, culminating in asphyxiation through strangulation, as indicated by the petechia in the eye.
Now, we had 2 women killed last year under similar circumstances, and no one thought this might be the same guy.
You'd have to ask homicide, sir, the detective who was handling the case.
And who was that?
Nice passing of the buck, Lieutenant.
This was your case, Captain?
It was, Chief. Last year's victims were badly decomposed, trace evidence was weak, and quite frankly, your predecessor, Chief Normandy, didn't want to make a federal case out of a couple of dead hookers.
So who's passing the buck now?
Excuse me, Lieutenant, we made everything
You had
and
just
made
done your
everything.
job from the very beginning. We wouldn't have this conversation.
That's enough. Captain, would you not refer to them as dead hookers? They had names. Lieutenant, would you show us the names, please?
Last year it was Peggy Gibbons, white female, mid-20s. Janice Lowry, black female, mid-20s. Both known prostitutes.
And yesterday's victim?
Fingerprints ID her as Claudia Jones, 21. 3 previous arrests for solicitation.
The perfect prey.
Prostitutes are a sexual sadist victim of choice. Nobody's wondering why they jumped into a stranger's car.
Right. This guy's going to assume no one's going to miss a dead prostitute.
Because no one does.
Except us! Right, Captain?
Yes, sir.
Suggestions?
Use female officers as decoys, arrest the Johns, search the cars.
Good. Now, what about the time gap? There's been 10 months since the last killing. Where's this guy been? In jail? On vacation?
I'll check the prison in and outs.
I think we should check with the FBI, too. Check for similar cases elsewhere.
Their databases aren't always up to date. Most city PDs take their time in reporting unsolved cases.
All right, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Nancy, how's your dialing finger?
Sir?
I want you to call every police force in cities of over 250,000. Check with the closer ones first, see if they've had similar cases. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a ruthless killer on the streets. Now, I don't care if he's killing prostitutes or soccer moms. They all have names, they're all victims. Let's find this guy. Captain, can I see you in my office, please? So, no one cares about dead hookers?
Simple statement of fact, Chief. A lot of cops consider it a misdemeanor homicide.
And you?
I'm an IA. I don't think about it much anymore.
Well, as of this moment, I'm transferring you out of IA, and I'm going to put you back on this case. You left it open. I'm going to give you a chance to close it.
Sir, what about my IA duties? I still have cases there I need to close.
Your exec will handle those. And I'm going to partner you with Detective Page.
But, Chief, I'm a captain.
And I'm a chief. So what's your point?
Page doesn't have much experience, sir.
I'm also going to put you with D. Banks. And the sex crimes unit will assist you. Lieutenant, detective. Captain, you are now a task force.
Have you done this before, Page? Told someone their kid is dead?
No, sir.
Ground rules. Make sure there's no weapons around. As far as what you do, say it straight. Be direct. Can you handle that?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Mrs. Jones?
Mm-hmm.
We're with the MPD. I'm Captain Hunter. This is Detective Page. May we come in?
Why?
It's about your daughter, ma'am. Claudia Jones?
I washed my hands of her a long time ago.
Ma'am, Claudia's dead.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but your daughter was found murdered this morning.
Ma'am, we need you to come down and identify the body.
I don't care to.
Look, ma'am, I have a daughter of my own. And regardless of what she might do, God forbid anything should happen, I wouldn't want her to end up in an unmarked grave.
Move your foot.
In case you change your mind. What?
That was her own daughter. She didn't even care.
Please, 1 second worrying about these people is a waste of time.
Man, you don't mean that. You have kids.
How long you been a cop? I don't have kids.
Captain Rollins is a textbook cop.
That doesn't mean less qualified.
It means that instead of field experience, she's got diplomas.
Well, since when is it a bad thing to have an education? Deputy Nolan, maybe you just have a problem with the captain being a woman.
I have a problem with her qualifications.
Chief, the system benefits a man.
Oh, come on, that's a little too easy.
It's easy, but it's the truth. Women have to do whatever they can to climb the ladder, educate themselves, move through the ranks in unconventional ways. Deputy Nolan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take 2 steps back in order to take 1 forward. And God forbid they should get pregnant. Suddenly they find themselves back where they started. See, there are obstacles that a man never has to consider. I'm just asking that you consider the candidates fairly and judge them on their effort as well as their resume. That's all.
No one heard anything?
It's a no-tell motel. Manager says he hears screaming every night of the week.
The room was registered in her name, Tina Shields. She is a regular.
We've got to get this guy.
Cigarette burns, bite marks, broken arms. Same signature. Just didn't bother to dump the body.
He's getting arrogant. He wants us to find her like this. She couldn't have been dead more than 2 hours.
Well, you did find this. He recorded her torture. Left it as a calling card.
Wanted us to find that, too.
Son of a
This reminds me. One time I was answering this simple noise complaint. I was still in uniform. We caught this guy who had just killed his daughter, cutting her up with a power saw, flushing the pieces down.
Why are you telling me this?
I need a reason.
At least a point.
You want a point? You want to fret over that dead whore up there. You should have been a social worker.
She's not just a dead whore.
Oh, right. Heart of gold. Former cheerleader gone wrong. Wasn't her fault, right?
So you're telling me you don't care?
It's not in my job description. Your next-door neighbors. Nice people?
Yeah. Why?
Because in the savage world, there's a fine line between your neighbors and that animal that tore up that girl in there, and that line is us.
No. That line is God.
Oh. Are you one of them? Trust in God and all's well with the world. God bless.
Get me my attorney.
Since we got all these tips out, we put the word out. That switchboard's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, 99% of the tips, Chief, will be wild goose chases, costing the city a lot of police overtime.
It's worth every penny. It's that 1% we're after.
Fair enough. But could you at least give me a hint as to your choice for the new district commander?
Well, I haven't decided yet.
What's the holdup?
I don't know. The interviews?
The mayor thinks very highly of Audrey Rollins, just so you know.
He does. I see. So the mayor thinks that she's the best one for the job?
Yeah, he does.
And this is after meeting with her?
Well, he hasn't actually met her, but he's...
But he is so impressed.
All right. You need me to say this? He gets a lot of flack about the lack of women in positions of authority in his administration.
He's got you.
Yes, and I have a large, lonely bathroom on the 5th floor, all to myself.
Oh, I see. The mayor wants me to make my choice, but he wants my choice to be Captain Rollins.
The mayor would never want you to be accused of gender bias.
And yet he's asking me to commit it. I don't know. I am confused.
What is the problem? Captain Rollins is a good and worthy candidate.
And I can hardly wait to meet her. And may I say, Deputy Mayor, you look particularly stunning today.
Thank you. Chief,
Toilet paper.
The dog got loose.
The dog? We still have the dog?
My landlord said no. I've got signs up looking for a new home. Ella's got him now.
Ella.
Just for today.
There is something wrong with this picture, Officer Paris. You go from chasing drug dealers to picking up toilet paper?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing that's going to surprise me here, is there?
I don't think so, sir.
Ella! Ella!
Oh, isn't he adorable?
Is everyone around here losing their minds?
All right. I ran all possible cross-references, and I came up empty. Hunter was right about Viacap. Nothing current on similar crimes.
Chief, we just came from the medical examiner's office. They found this. The stuff down the last victim's throat. She wasn't strangled. She choked.
You okay, Temple?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Any prints?
Nothing. Those things will kill you, huh?
Okay, get on to the manufacturer. See if you can find out where they sell them. Convenience stores, cigarette machines.
I hope there is method to your madness.
Yeah, of course there is. What are we talking about?
Why did you team Temple up with him?
Oh, come on, Ella. Temple's a Marine. He can handle himself. Hunter's a darn good homicide detective. 65% clearance rate. 25 commendations for heroism.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why he transferred to IA.
Uh-huh. There's some gossip here?
Yes.
And by all means, you keep me out of it.
He caught his wife, a good cop in her own right, in bed with his partner. The next day, he put in for the transfer.
Yeah, well, this is why I hate gossip.
If you don't want to hear any more, tell me who you're going to pick for the new district.
No, wait a minute.
commander.
No. Now, don't start that.
That you even have to think twice about this amazes me. It has to be Rollins. That district needs her.
And it might get her. I just haven't made my mind up yet. Is that so hard to understand?
Chief,
Yeah.
got dead prostitutes in 2 cities. 3 in San Diego, 2 in Jacksonville. Same MO.
Well, if this is our guy, he gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Our case study shows that our killer is probably a white male with an inflated self-image, believing himself to be intellectually superior.
Right. And torturing his victims feeds that feeling of superiority. That appetite's only going to increase.
Yeah, well, last year he was killing every 6 to 8 weeks. Now we've had 2 in 3 days.
All right, then who is this guy? I mean, who kills women in 3 different corners of the country?
Traveling salesman?
Truck driver, railroad employee.
Well, San Diego and Jacksonville are port cities.
Yeah, but not D.C.
But Norfolk's only 2 hours south of D.C.
All right, let's go with that. Port cities.
Guy works on a ship.
Or a naval vessel.
Give me the cigarette pack. No tax stamp.
That's right. That's how they sell them on military bases at the PX.
Military personnel are certainly no strangers to red light districts.
Ella, we're going to need to know what Navy ships were in port at the time of these murders.
Well, that's going to take a couple of days.
I got a friend in Naval Investigative Service. I'll call him directly.
All right, let's go for it.
Serviceman slaughtering women around the world while defending God and country.
It's deviant behavior.
World is deviant.
How do you get out of bed in the morning?
In a hurry if I have to take a leak.
Look, man, there is joy in the world, okay? Joy and light and laughter, good people doing great things.
How many do you meet every day?
More than you, apparently.
Look, if this religion crap helps you to cope, knock yourself out. Just don't get any on me.
Listen, the world is not just one thing. God made the lion and the lamb.
Have you checked the score lately? The Lions are winning.
Thank you for coming, Admiral.
How sure are you the killer is a sailor?
Well, the evidence is circumstantial. It's starting to pile up. We have killings in 3 seaports. We have a pack of cigarettes with no tax stamp on them.
Ever hear of a duty-free shop? I mean, there are airports in those towns. Your killer could be a pilot, a flight attendant.
No, that may be. I understand that. But the travel patterns don't fit. The murders occurred at regular intervals. Over 3 months in one port, 3 months in another.
Information on ship schedules and their ports of call is highly classified. I mean, we're talking about protecting American lives here.
No, I understand that. I'm trying to save lives, Admiral. We're not terrorists. We're the DC police.
4 of our vessels were in those ports at the times you indicated.
The Defiant, the USS Intrepid, Freedom, and the Alliance. What would you say is the total personnel on those ships?
One's an aircraft carrier, that's 5,000 plus. The other 3 are destroyers, that's 300 apiece.
So 6,000 people. All right, excluding people of color, females, what would that leave us?
Ballpark, 3,000.
I need their personnel files and dental records.
I get the picture. You'll have our complete cooperation.
Thank you.
Pleasure, Chief Mannion.
Yes, sir, Admiral.
I'll walk you out, Frank.
Thank you, Joe.
I appreciate your help on this, Frank.
The Navy's honor means something to you, Joe. But your boss.
I work for him. I don't have to like him.
I mean, think about Okinawa. A couple of Marines rape a local girl and boom, they want to shut the base down. If word of the supposed killer gets out, what closes next?
Well, we're not looking to shut down any bases.
Results. Joe, think of results. If we're going to work with you on this, you need to look out for us. Agreed?
Agreed.
I knew you'd understand.
Hey, Nick.
How's that for pressure? Press have already dubbed him the D C Strangler.
The more press we get, the more leads.
Morning.
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 I've got overnights, 1 murder, 3 assaults, 6 shootings, 8 armed robberies, and we had 2 police cars collide on the hill. It's nothing serious. And letters of recommendation and the resume for Captain Audrey Rollins.
Campaigning?
Well, somebody has to. I mean, Broussard's got Nolan in his corner.
Not just Nolan. Rollins is just a pretty face. That's it.
What have her looks got to do with her qualifications? You would never say that about a man.
Not so sure.
I don't know her, but she looks mighty good here. Kennedy School, White House fellow, lawyer, goes on.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Well, we are short of female commanders on the force. All things being equal, she may not be such a bad idea.
All things being equal.
And they're not. Rollins is clearly the best candidate. I mean, Broussard didn't even go to college.
He has a bachelor's.
A mail-order degree. It's a scam. They send your money, they send you a diploma.
I worked for Broussard in burglary. At 5 in the morning, we were serving warrants. He was the first guy through the door.
Anybody seen Temple?
I swung by his place on the way here. He said he'd catch up with us later. He was going to church.
You named him yet?
No, I thought people who take him should do that. You want to?
Oh, God, no. Come on, I'm single.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
What? I'm just not ready for that kind of responsibility yet.
The word is commitment.
Thank you, Captain Broussard. I'll let you know as soon as I've made my decision.
Very good.
Oh, what is this, a workplace or a kennel? No. Everybody, please stay. I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. Look, I like dogs. I love dogs, but police headquarters is no place to potty train Cujo here.
Ah, you named him. You named him. It's yours.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did you get a hold of the Navy yet?
Nothing.
Well, then call him back.
Yes, sir.
Chief Mannion,
Yeah.
Captain Audrey Rollins, sir.
How do you do?
Good, thank you.
Come on in. You like dogs?
Is this part of the interview? So I did that for a while, and when I got out of Kennedy School of Criminal Justice, I was selected to receive special training at the FBI National Academy at Quantico.
Well, you have a very impressive academic record, Captain.
Thank you, sir, but all the schooling in the world doesn't amount to a hill of beans unless you're able to put it to use.
Yeah. How would you put it to use?
Frankly, sir, I haven't been given the opportunity. That's why I want this job so much.
Well, say the job was yours. What would you do?
You mean after calling my dad and doing a cartwheel? I would lead by example. I would go to homicides, go out with all the units, get to know the officers and the community. I don't see it as a 9-to-5 job.
How do you feel about community policing?
Let me put it this way, sir. Crime isn't merely a perception that can be altered by insisting crime is down. I mean, we had over 200 murders last year. I'm worried about real crime.
What have you got there? Just going over last year's cold cases, seeing if we missed anything.
gotta be kidding me. Who the hell do you think you are? A couple of weeks ago, you're holding the car door for the chief, and now you're second-guessing the work of seasoned veterans?
Just trying to be thorough, sir.
What?
I just identified my daughter's body. I want to know who did that to her. There was a time when Claudia would snuggle in my arms and she would fall asleep holding my hand. And then one morning I woke up and well, that time was gone. You have kids. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Detective Page. Could you come down and look at some mugshots?
Joe, it's been 24 hours. You still haven't heard anything from the Navy. What's going on?
The military's always cautious. Be patient.
Now, wait a minute. We're chasing a killer.
About a year ago, I had this customer. Maybe I'm wasting your time, but this guy stuck out. I saw the story on the news. I had a feeling.
What do you remember?
His breath. Major chain smoker.
Did you get a look at the pack? Any particular brand of cigarette?
No. He had duct tape with him. But some guys are into that, so I didn't think much of it.
Where'd you pick him up?
Convention center. Wasn't any politician, though. Serviceman. Real freak. I mean, most Johns have a thing for one of the three.
One of the three?
Leg man, butt man, breast man. This guy had a thing for my arms. My forearms. Rubbing them real hard. Kind of freaked me out. I mean, hey, I'm a 36 double D. And if these puppies don't get your attention, something's up. No. Nothing there. You got any more pictures?
No. You've seen them all.
Well, it sounds like our guy she was talking about.
If she saw him, she'd know him.
I'd suggest a composite off of her description, but I think we need something more reliable.
We need photos from the ships.
Which the Navy won't give us.
All right, find out what ship was in port when she said this guy picked her up.
If I may, sir. When I was in the Marines, I put in time on a Navy destroyer. These guys were like blood. And at the end of every tour, they put together kind of a yearbook. A photo journal of the tour. Pictures of every single crewman.
If the Navy won't give us their personnel files, we're not about to hand over their yearbooks.
No, that's good. That's good, Temple. You check with the publishers, see who supplied yearbooks of the 4 ships in question.
I'm on it, sir.
As soon as possible.
That's him.
Petty Officer Troy Richter, USS Alliance.
Nancy, get me Admiral Moore on the phone.
Are you sure this is our guy?
The evidence says he is. My gut says he is.
Chief, Admiral Moore on line 2.
If you give the Navy his name, we'll never see him. Let's get him ourselves.
Nancy, tell the Admiral I'll call him back.
Yes, Chief.
Hello, Troy Richter? Yes, it's Troy. This is Capitol Hill Auto Sales, and you just won a brand new car.
Here he comes now.
I guess there it is. Troy Richter, come on over here. Come here. Wow. Hey. Wow. Oh, she a beauty. I might be a little wild. What is this?
Well, I guess this means I don't get the car.
This is funny to you?
Not at all. I get pulled off my ship by some bogus sweepstakes and told I roughed up some hooker. You see me laughing?
There's no other reason for you to be here.
Well, if you don't know, why should I? Why don't you go write some parking tickets, and I'll get back to my ship. Want a little music? How about a cigarette?
Why is Page holding back?
He's intimidated.
Get him out of there.
I'm sorry, Chief. I'm frozen in there. And I don't know why.
Luke 10:18. And I saw Satan fall from heaven as a flash of lightning. And I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy. Now that is the enemy in their temple. You get back in there. Use your faith, your compassion. Be strong. And win one for the Gipper.
This is what passes for food around here? I thought our gala was bad.
Wait till you try prison food.
All right, look, I've no you look. I didn't do anything.
Is that how you get them in the car? Playing the innocent? Well, I am not some girl that you can tie up and torture.
Torture? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fingerprints on the cigarette pack that you stuffed down that girl's throat. And the bite marks on this apple, which I can now match to the ones you left on the women that you killed here. In San Diego, in Jacksonville, and every other Navy port that you set foot in.
Good job, Detective.
Thank you, sir.
Chief Mannion, we're here for Petty Officer Richter.
Richter's being charged with murder. You can see him in court.
I'm George Esmonds, Chief, from the U.S. Attorney's Office. We're turning this case over to the Navy. They can try him in military court.
We'll take that prisoner.
Wait, hold on. The murders occurred in the district. That's our jurisdiction.
Chief, we have prosecutorial powers over all servicemen.
Then you should have arrested him. We have him now. We're going to prosecute him.
No, we're not, Chief. We're relinquishing our jurisdiction to the Navy. Now hand over the prisoner.
Admiral Moore is ducking you, Joe. He won't even return my phone call.
I wish I could make an excuse for him.
Hey, boss. I'm not going to believe this, but we've been invited to our first White House dinner. Sorry to interrupt. Tomorrow night.
Well, how convenient.
Stay with you, or?
No. You go schmooze with the who's who's. I'll be fine. Admiral Moore.
Huh? Chief Mannion, the city's maverick chief of police. May I present Fred Roth, Undersecretary of State?
Chief Mannion?
And His Excellency Santiago Vargas, Ambassador of Spain.
Buenas noches, Senor Ambassador. May I speak to you for a minute? Would you gentlemen excuse us? So what's up?
In relation to
our suspect. I've been looking in the paper. I even scanned the shipping news. I did not see one word about murder charges against Petty Officer Troy Richter.
In all fairness, Chief, he's no longer your concern.
Oh, you don't know me very well.
All right, let me put you at ease. We're going to investigate the matter fully, and appropriate charges will be filed.
If it's anything less than murder...
Calm down. Regardless of the charge, you have my word as an officer. Richter will never see the light of day.
I see. And the families of the victims will not get justice.
Don't be so sure they'd get justice in one of your courtrooms. One high-profile defense attorney working in exchange for the movie rights? Think about it.
Give me Richter.
You know, Chief, I'm not sure you grasp what's at stake here.
No, I've heard this national security speech.
Not for me. It's what's at stake for you. Look around. What will determine the success of your innovative programs is funding. What gets you funding is the people in this room. You think all we talk about is golf with these things? What's important here is the big picture. That you do what's right for your country.
In my country, we do what's right, Admiral. Not what we think is just right for us. You give me Richter.
Oh, what? What's your leverage?
Ink.
Excuse me?
Well, how do you think these people would feel if they woke up in the morning and they saw the headlines in the newspaper? Navy SEAL serial killer to protect bases.
You serve the nation's capital, Mannion. Do you honestly believe there'd be no repercussions?
Well, I think the New York Times and the Post, they might be interested in reading Richter's confession. Now, I'm talking the movie rights here.
You have the nerve.
See these shoes? How many people do you think have the nerve to wear these?
I'm gonna get a press statement out right away.
Thank the Navy for their cooperation. Don't forget to thank Admiral Moore.
Yep.
Messages?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Come on. Come on, something's wrong.
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
The dog's gone to the pound. I couldn't find him a home.
They will.
Hope so. If not, he'll be put to sleep. Tonight.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, Ella, wanted to tell you that I've decided to promote Captain Broussard to commander.
You don't have to explain anything to me, Chief.
Come on. Yeah, I know that you've been mad at me about this.
I'm not mad.
Ella, now, wait a second. I have 2 ex-wives, a former fiancé, I have a teenage daughter. I can tell when a woman's mad. Now, I want you to understand why I made the choice that I did.
I know you wouldn't do anything you didn't believe is right.
And I would not promote somebody just to fill a quota.
Absolutely.
I mean, Captain Rollins is good. She's just not the best person for the job.
You promised me something. You'll give her the tools and the opportunity to meet your qualifications for the future.
Like, say, making her the executive officer to the Northeast District Commander.
And that would be good.
Already done. Paperwork?
Never ends.
You know, Chief, I thought I'd feel better.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we got our guy. Put him behind bars. And...
Women are still dead.
Yeah.
Temple, your compassion, your strength, ensured that this guy's never going to kill again. That's what we do. You beat the devil. This time.
Yeah. This time.
Okay. These are for you. Here. Good. Now look. Now listen. This deal between you and I, this is just short term, all right? You're on probation till I find you a home and some kids and family in your yard. All right? Okay. There's a review by Tom Shales in there. You go to the bathroom on that. Okay?
This is the Biography Channel.
You want to be yourself, but you're not allowed to be yourself.
This is the Biography Channel.
I was just beside myself with anger and disappointment.
This is the Biography Channel.
I'm the only actress he knows you have to pay to keep your clothes on.
Reality meets personality, only on the Biography Channel.
Biography Channel. What a concept!